Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. We're going to look at past, current, and future energies. We're going to get some clarifiers and then close out with an oracle. All right. So for past energies, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor. Current energies, we have the Knight of Swords and we have the Wheel. Future energies, we have the Judgment and we have the Page of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Swords. So making a decision about something, that's the overall energy. Two of Swords is about you're not ready to make a decision about anything yet because you want to weigh out both sides of your decision. That if you decide to do this, that this is probably what's going to happen, and if you decide to do that, that's probably what's going to happen. So looking at those. For past energies, which can represent yesterday, last week, last month, last year, we have the Eight of Pentacles and we have the Emperor. So Eight of Pentacles is a new money-making venture, or it's something new changes. I feel like it's almost like you're taking control of a situation, especially with the Emperor, because he is somebody who has control of a situation. It also could be with an Aries. It could be, taking a closer look at a relationship that you have with an Aries, that maybe there are some things that you feel that you are missing within the relationship, and you're kind of taking a closer look at that. But I also feel like it was something that maybe you tried, or you were doing, or you were taking a closer look at. You were trying to find the answers to something, right? You were trying to find those answers to a situation. And you were learning. It could be that you were in school, that you were researching something. For current energies, we have the Knight of Swords and we have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is about change, right? Things are changing, things are turning. Knight of Swords, taking those chances. He's ready to leap off the edge of this, but he's confident about it. He's got a sword up in the air and he's ready to go, and he has the eagle that's flying around, which represents success. And I feel like it's taking those chances, right? Taking those opportunities that you feel that are coming in for you. And I do feel that there are opportunities coming in for you, because I feel like you're really putting a lot of effort into things. I feel like you're really trying. And sometimes we feel like, well, I have to reach this point to make it feel like I'm trying. But I feel like sometimes we're trying and we don't even realize that we're trying, right? Like we're not giving ourselves enough credit. I think that's where I was trying to go with that, is that we're not giving ourselves enough credit, because we are making effort. And sometimes we set the bar so high that it's almost like we're missing the fact that we are making those changes and that we are doing better. And I just feel like it's a good thing to pat yourself on the back for even those littlest of changes and those littlest of tries, because that's what helps to build to the bigger of tries, right? Because sometimes if you want to do something, it becomes really overwhelming. And it's like we already want to be to the part where we've already accomplished what we want to do. And it's like, I don't want to take the time to go through all that. But it's like, no, we need to take it one step at a time. Like we can't be frustrated with ourselves that it's not happening as quickly as we want to. Like we have to go through the process of learning it. And sometimes other people will learn quicker, other people will learn slower, but that's them at their pace. And we have to appreciate us at our pace, right? And I feel like that could be that Judgment card here for that future energy, is realizing and having that wake-up call that, yes, like I'm working on my pace. I'm working at my pace. I'm working at my speed that I feel comfortable. And that if you start to feel overwhelmed, that you back away and you slow things down, so that it doesn't stop the process altogether. Because sometimes if we become overwhelmed by the whole process and we're like, you know what, I don't even want to do it anymore. This is becoming too much. I don't want to deal with it. But if we're able to pare it down and slow it down, then it becomes easier and not as overwhelming. Like as an example, I want to start investing in stocks. So the whole process seems very overwhelming. So instead of me being frustrated, which is what I would do in the past, and I wouldn't do it, that I've decided that I'm just going to take it bit by bit. And when I'm in a good headspace and I'm feeling good and I'm feeling energetic, that I'll watch the videos and I'll do some research on it and I'll, figure things out, and I'll take it step by step. But I'm not going to rush into anything, because before, like, if I would rush into it and force things, then I would become overwhelmed, and then I would back away and not do anything. So I feel like that's kind of what's going on here. With this Page of Cups, pages is young, new energy. So it's those new feelings, right? I feel like there's new feelings coming in, and there's new outlooks on things, and realizing that, hey, let me just do this step by step. I want to take these chances, and I want this change, and I want these things to happen, but how can I do it so that I don't become overwhelmed? All right, so I'm just going to take a whole stack came out. So I'm just going to take this one. The Three of Swords. And I feel like that's that frustration, like letting go of that Three of Swords and not letting those things hold you back. That maybe in the past you tried to do something, right? And you're trying to do it again now. But now it's like, okay, I'm not going to let my past failure of how it didn't work affect where I'm at now, affecting this try, right? Nine of Cups. I feel like it's your goals. I feel like it's something that you want to pursue. I feel like it's something that you want to go after. That you don't let the heartbreak, right? You don't let this Three of Swords stop you from your Nine of Cups. And I feel like that's what you need to make sure that you look at, right? That you see that, yeah, well, maybe in the past I failed. It could be with relationships. Maybe those relationships in the past failed, but I'm not going to let that stop me from moving forward and still trying to pursue that Nine of Cups relationship, or that business, or that, going back to school, or whatever that represents for you. I'm not going to, you don't want to let that stop you, right? It's that Emperor, that knowledge on how am I going to achieve my Nine of Cups, whatever your Nine of Cups represents for you. And coming into that energy of how am I going to achieve that? How am I going to make that happen? Because that's going to feel so rewarding, especially with that Nine of Pentacles. And that new energy, I just feel like these pages keep coming out for Capricorn, is that new energy and, focusing on the good and working hard. You have to work hard to make things happen, right? To make your goals. You have to work on it. You have to put that energy and that effort into it, and you have to work on it to make it happen. Working on those things, right? That change. Working on that wheel of fortune, working on that. It can be exhausting, right? And that's what I was saying, that if you feel tired or you feel overwhelmed with something, make sure that you take that step back and that you recharge and you get yourself into that better frame of mind. That making important decisions when you're exhausted and you're tired and you're frustrated, that's not a good way to make decisions. And to take that time out, right? With this Ten of Wands being right below that Two of Swords, that if you're exhausted and you're tired and you've been through a lot and you've carried a lot on your back, is to release those things first, right, before you pursue this, and making sure that you get those things done before you move forward. And then we have the King of Wands, and that's like learning those patterns, learning those new patterns that work for you. If it didn't work in the past, but you're trying to figure out those new patterns that will work for you so that you can achieve that Nine of Cups. And then we have the King of Cups. So we have the King of Wands and the King of Cups. And I feel like that's taking control of a situation, letting those things go that you need to let go. Sometimes we're like trying to nitpick about things. And sometimes if we just let those things go, that we find things become easier. You focus on the things that are important, and like the more important things, rather than all of the little things. Sometimes we just have to let those little things go, and then we find that things become easier because we're focusing on the bigger things, right? We're focusing on the things that we can control and we can take care of. If there are things that we can't control and that is out of our hands, stressing and worrying about it and trying to make those things happen will kind of prevent us to make the bigger things happen. And then we have the Queen of Cups. I just feel like it's getting into that good good emotions, good feelings, that good energy, right? It could be with a relationship that you work through that, right? And you don't nitpick about the little things, but you focus on the positive things and the good things that are working within the relationship. And also, to let things go, what is that saying? Pick your battles. And sometimes, that's true, because then you're not stressing about a whole bunch of things, that you're picking the things that are most important to have to deal with. Whether it's this business or this project, whatever this Nine of Cups represents for you, relationships, working on those things that are most important. All right. And thinking about it, right? Again, with the Two of Swords, thinking about, okay, is this worth it or is it not worth it? If it's important to you, or is it not really that important, right? And then we have the Four of Cups is looking at those opportunities that are coming in for you. And I feel like you're seeing those from a different perspective, because you are in a different frame of mind, that you're seeing things differently, right? That you're opening your eyes to the new opportunities that are around you, the new possibilities, the new directions on where it is that you want to go, and how you're going to achieve your Nine of Cups, and how you're going to make that happen, right? How you're going to make that Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles happen. And really the only negative card here is this Three of Swords, and just making sure that you don't fall into this energy, right? That you don't let those hurts and those, maybe you were stabbed in the back and stabbed in the heart in the past, but it's like, okay, working through those and not letting those affect all of this good that is around. Sometimes we can have all of these good cards and we can have all of these good things coming in, but the one card that we're going to focus on is this Three of Swords. Because for some reason, we want to focus on this Three of Swords, but we have to change that way of thinking, that even though we know this is here, right, that we don't want to focus on that. We want to focus and keep ourselves in this energy of all of these positive things, right? That we're not going to focus on the three empty cups, that we're going to focus on the one cup that is full and is positive and is full of opportunity. All right, so let's get an animal oracle. Oh, we kind of had these two fall out. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's 4. Okay, well, I guess they're already out, so let's do it. So we have Cat Spirit, claim your independence. Yes, claim your independence. That's what you're doing, is that you are claiming your independence and you are working on your Nine of Cups. Even if it's within a relationship, that you still do those things that are important and that are, things that you enjoy, that you make sure that you take care of your needs, and that, it's not in a selfish way, but if you feel that you're focusing on that, your independence within the relationship, that you're feeling satisfied, and that helps you to feel better with your partnership because you're in a happy place. Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true. Like I said, pick your battles. I feel like that's what that is. Grasshopper Spirit, take a leap of faith, right? And make those changes with the wheel here, and opening your eyes to those opportunities that are coming in. And then we have Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful, and I feel like that's definitely what's going on with this reading here, is that transformation, and it is that change, especially, like I said, with the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, is that young energy, that new outlook, those new things, that transformation, that changing on how you look at things, and so that you're not carrying around these wands on your back all the time, that you're finding a way to release some of those and to let those go, so that you can focus on other positive things. Again, pick your battles. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.